What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? You already know it's your girl, PrettyYanny, and you're now tuned into HotSeat with PrettyYanny. You already know what we do on HotSeat. We support, we showcase, we uplift, we empower every creatives in the diaspora. And with me in my HotSeat today, I have with me Mr. Handsome. Drum rolling. Are you ready? I've got Yemi Cregx! Woo, 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 woo! All right.
Going on.
What's popping? The energy is loud.
I'm beautiful, man. I'm all right.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
How are you?
You look good.
Yo, man.
You need to comment on that first.
I mean, it's how I get the bag, so I need to look good. I always have to look good.
Let's talk about confidence, huh?
Yeah, it's how I get the bag.
That's
so
right.
I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay. We'll leave it at that. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm all right. How are you? How's it
I'm
going?
okay. Oh, thanks for asking. Nobody asked me that all day.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Can you
man.
imagine? They
That's
don't
why
like
you should
me.
always hang around people like us every time.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell him. Love it. All right, so the name, Yemi Cregx. That Craig behind the Yemi, it's
You didn't
powerful.
even get it right. It's Cregx. There's an X.
And I hope
But it's
X.
fine. It's
So,
all right.
let me not even try.
So Cregx was actually coined out of. So I used to do music back in the day. Like I used to be a rapper back in the day. So that's where Cregx came off from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Gangsta rap or which one?
like just
Regular.
R&B rap.
Ooh.
Just vibey raps. And stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's where Cregx actually came off from. And it's also like, the Craig, regular Craig, right? But spelt, with CREGX and stuff, and regular one. So
Right.
like, yeah, it's just that's actually the real story. The rapping thing.
So you just came up with that? Like, I don't know where. Was
It's
it like
actually an
school?
abbreviation.
Oh.
It means something, but I'm not gonna say what it means. I'm sorry.
Wow. We need to do our research, right?
Please go and do your research.
But
I'm not
then-
sure you'll see that anywhere though. But
Right.
it's fine.
You're keeping a secret. I should have asked, is there one secret that you are hiding from anybody?
Oh God. I feel like the only person that knows is I used to be in a group, right? I used to be in a group with my friend actually, Josh.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Josh.5 and I used to be in the music group back in the day. So I feel like maybe Josh might be the only one that actually knows the meaning of Cregx. Because I said a couple times what it means and everything. I was just really obsessed with rapping and everything. So I just wanted that name that just stood out and it stuck.
And it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
I mean, because on your social media, it's like King Craig. And why do you call yourself a king?
I'm a king, baby.
Oh. Hands up.
You're sitting next to a king, so
Oh.
yeah. This is just not my palace, but I'm a king.
In my hot seat.
That's what I'm saying. This is not my palace, but I'm a king wherever I go.
Good to hear. Good to hear. All right, so take us down, memory lane. Of course, you're the first Mr. University Africa. Tell us about it. How did you, decide to compete for that? What really happened?
Okay, so I actually I competed for Mr. Ideal Nigeria in 2014,
Right.
and I didn't win the show. So I was being actually honestly didn't want to do Mr. University Africa at the time. It was just like because I was still fresh out of one competition, and
Right.
just decided to give it a try. So, and I'm kind of glad I did. I mean, it's no longer called Mr. University Africa now. It's now called Model Look. Yeah, but back in the day, we were literally the first set when it wasn't on a grand scale. It was
Right.
very
It was small,
and
right.
yeah, but yeah, so the experience has been great so far. I did a campaign as well, which was called Don't Drive Drunk. I had a couple of my friends in the acting industry,
Right.
music industry, came to support me. I did a whole shoot about it, I also wrote an article about it on Neverland at the time, just to push the campaign about drunk driving because I feel like we don't talk about it
That
enough.
enough,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so it's been great. The whole experience has been great.
Was that what actually made Yemi Cregx,
I
or?
wouldn't totally say that's what made Yemi Cregx. I feel like Yemi Cregx has always Yemi Cregx is like smoke that just wanted to escape. That makes sense. So it's like I've always had passion for for entertainment, expressing myself in the form of, you know, content,
Right.
creating stuff. So I just, I felt like I just didn't give myself the chance
The
enough
chance, right?
because like I don't want to use the word stuck, but I was in a 9 to 5 for like 6 years
Oh, wow.
before I finally stopped last year and decided to
Dive into.
just dive into like things that I'm passionate about.
Right.
So like yeah. And those years were actually good because those years were lessons, that I needed to learn about,
Right.
Staying focused and believing in myself because
Right.
I have a belief that everything in life is process. Like you have to go through process. So like
Right.
those things that I went through, have actually made me the man I am today.
right,
So
so
obviously because like it's just obstacles that you have to always cross
Face,
the next
right.
one, cross the next one. So yeah, that's it. The competitions were good, but
Right.
Yemi Cregx has just been like I've always I knew that this day would come. I just didn't know when. I've just always been prayerful.
Right.
Stay true to myself.
So you're a child of
keep
God.
pushing. My dear, I am. Man.
You sure?
God first.
That's good to
God
hear.
first.
I swallowed my spit.
God
But-
first.
I just want to say a big thank you to all our sponsors on HotSeat with PrettyYanny. This episode is sponsored by Interior 360 Design, based here in Nigeria. Please tap in on all their social media pages at Interior 360 Design. Thank you. So you had mentioned, challenges or,
Yes, please.
things that you go through. And I think this is the best time to actually, chip that in. So I know that every one of us definitely face like one challenge or the other, right?
Yes.
Has there been any challenge that you faced, and how did you get through that?
Honestly,
I'm sure there's a lot.
yeah,
But
like
there must have
I'm
been
trying
one that really, like-
I'm really trying to like think about one that really stood out for me. I feel like the most traumatizing time or the most I don't want to call it a challenge because it wasn't like a challenge per se, but it was just a very difficult time for me. Was when I lost my dad, right? And this was like my dad literally played like a major role in the house and everything. So it was pretty much like a difficult time, So like I
Sorry
had
to
to.
hear that.
It's all right, thank you. I had to, like navigate my way through a lot of stuff. I had to be my own man. And I feel like that kind of pushed me to want to, work hard because like,
There's
one thing
no-
I know about my dad is he works really hard. Like, so like, I feel like that challenged me to want to be a better person. So I feel like that's the
That's what-
challenge that I know
right.
that is like
Like a father's
sticks.
role in a son's life is very, all right.
yeah.
I hear
That still sticks, like that particular one still sticks in my head because like other ones are just like just environmental challenges.
But well, sorry to bring that up
yeah.
again, but
So,
so let's say if do you think that you wouldn't be that Yemi Cregx if that didn't happen? Because you know how you said that kind of pushed you.
I definitely would have been Yemi Cregx,
It would have been smoother, maybe.
Maybe it would have been smoother, maybe it would have not been smoother because my dad is a very disciplined man, so it might have not agreed with few of
Feel a
my
lot
decisions.
decisions.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do. So like it was a thing where I didn't have a choice. He he might have disagreed with my decisions, but when he sees the result, he's gonna, have to like because my mom is also like that,
Right.
Because I remember the first time I got my first piercing and everything, and
Yeah.
I had to like take like it's funniest story ever, right? So when I pierced my ear, I had broomsticks in my
And
ear because like I didn't want my dad and my mom to
to
see.
see it.
So when I just manned up, I'm like, you know what,
I'm about to do it.
I'm about to do
Let
it.
me go all out.
Then I bought a tiny ass stud, like very tiny, put in my ear. And there was one time in the house, I was trying to like turn on the generator, and my mom was like literally close to me.
And she saw it.
She saw it.
Oh, it's a wrap.
And she said, I can't say what she said,
You
but she was
should.
very dramatic about it. She was like,
In my house.
it was like, so like that's the kind of family that I actually come from. So like
Right.
they're very, straight on
Strict.
certain things. So my dad probably would have disagreed with a lot of things, but he would fall in line. Like it's what it is. At the end of the day, God knows why everything happened.
Right.
So I can't really place where my life would be if my dad was alive. 'Cause
That's true.
it's gone. So
Right.
I'm really processing what my life is right now. Do you understand? So
You're doing great so far. I mean, who doesn't know Yemi Cregx? As in,
I'm hustling.
you're hustling.
Telling you.
You're rich. Drop the bar, But yeah. Well, let me divert a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Relax.
I am,
Calm down.
I'm
You're very
relaxed.
relaxed. Okay. Yeah, because you don't know what I'm about to throw at you.
I'm relaxed. Let's go.
All right. So, a lady walks into the room, right? What is your first perception of the lady?
What lady?
You know what I'm talking about.
Confused.
A beautiful lady.
Oh, beautiful lady.
Or,
My type of girl?
Yeah, your
Oh,
spec.
yeah, please be more specific.
Wow.
Like,
So what are you trying to say?
Be more
I thought
specific.
I thought everybody is beautiful.
come on, don't do that.
They say beauty is in the eyes of the
Everyone
beholder.
is beautiful. Everyone is beautiful.
But beauty is in
like,
the eyes of the beholder.
If someone walks in here and she's not really my spec, and she says hi to me, I'll say hi back. Or I will say hi to her if the situation warrants us to say hi. But if she's going to see the camera guy, let her go see the camera guy. I don't have to say hi to her. Do you understand?
Hey,
She's my she's my spec,
your
right?
spec,
There'll be a bit of eye contact there. That's the first thing I'll do. Like when I see something I like, I just like, just to let you know that I see you.
And then what's the first thing you notice?
Questions though. The first thing I notice, so like, Omo, you got me saying Omo right now. So the first thing I notice in my type of girl, I think for me the first thing would be like the skin, because like I like I like every girl, regardless of your skin tone or whatnot. But just like a girl that would like really catch my eye, somewhere in between brown, dark, caramel-ish,
Okay.
and a nice physique, maybe a very fit physique,
Fit or fake?
feet.
Fit. So you're a booty
F-I-T.
or boobs guy? I mean,
Booty or boobs guy, both works.
okay.
Both works.
You-
Both are good for business.
I hold my comments. All right. You walk into a room
Yeah.
full of people. What do you think their perception of you is?
Yo, straight up, I feel like I command, some sort of power when I walk into a room, because like I I walk with my, like my shoulders
I.
high, extremely high, regardless of where I'm going into. That's why most of the time when I'm going somewhere, I like to, be comfortable in whatever I wear, like whatever it is that I'm wearing, because like I want to make sure that I show out. So, sometimes it could be seen as being too cocky or being too overconfident, but like no one is gonna tell you, no one is gonna, boost your confidence level as much as you can. So word of affirmation does that every time.
Right.
So like, I know for sure that when I walk into a place, aside from the physical features which you can see, obviously,
Wahaler. Wahaler.
and just the whole personality, just kind of like draws people.
Are you shy?
And a particular, well, no, I'm not shy, definitely not. I mean, I get shy when a pretty girl look at me too much.
Voila.
It's like when like a girl, like really really stares at me, I could, just like I
You're
could just
feeling
get a little
yourself.
too shy,
Oh, that's good to know.
But I feel like when people look at people, let me say when a guy looks like a girl too much, depending on the type of girl,
They feel
they
uncomfortable.
feel, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I want to use. Vice versa. So like
Yep.
when a girl looks like a guy too much, the guy might feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
But for me, I don't totally feel uncomfortable. I just feel a little bit, okay.
What do you think she's looking at?
What do you think she's looking at?
I'm. You're in my hot seat. Hello.
It is hot in there. I don't know what she's looking at, man. So like, I was in the gym today. A group of girls. The thing
Group?
about it-
Wow.
So 3 girls. Actually.
Oh,
the thing
yeah,
about
that-
it is these days when people look at me, is one of two things. They're looking at me because they know me from Big Brother.
Right.
Yeah. Or they're looking at me because they're feeling the boy. So it could be one of. So like, I'm not sure
The
why.
confidence for me.
I'm not sure why why they were looking at me. Maybe like, oh, this guy from Big Brother, that type of thing. Or maybe they're like, oh, okay, boy, that type of thing. It could be that.
Or it
Like,
could be.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now you know how girls can be when they see what they like. They're very feisty and all that. I like feisty though. But yeah, so I wasn't
That's
quite
good
sure.
to know. He likes feisty.
So I wasn't quite sure, what exactly it was. But, like either ways, I don't mind it.
Okay. All right.
I
So
don't mind it.
you went to school. I mean, you got a degree in something, right?
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with
Yeah,
that.
I got a degree in humanology.
Okay.
Ananology.
Was that
Criminology.
was that
I'm joking. What's that word? Woman science, actually.
Oh,
That's the thing. Woman science is the thing. There's computer science, there's animal science, there's woman science.
am I a joke
Just say
to
your
you?
question. Just shoot, say what you want to say.
Okay. So I guess what I was trying to ask is, growing up,
Yeah.
did you envision yourself being where you are today? Like, I don't know if you had other, plans, how people go to school for, oh, I want to become this, I want to become that, what was your plan and did that change?
To be honest, as a kid, I would do a lot of stuff, do a lot of stuff would include like, when I was young, I used to, the way, boot cuts, right? I used to slit my pants. Like I slit it all the way down here, just trying to be really fashionable and everything. I would get my mom's earring, kind of like hook it on my ear, like, because I used to love Usher a lot at the time. So I was literally trying to do whatever
Usher was
Usher
doing.
does. Usher's wearing the earring now. That's the latest thing. So like, but other than that, I kind of like have interest in certain things, which included like real estate, because I just like beautiful spaces. I like beautiful homes and everything. So I kind of dived into that, which was why I read real estate in school to start with. So it was either going to be architecture or real estate, but I chose real estate because Aki is. So yeah, so I did that, but even while I was in school, I was doing a lot of things. I was doing club, like I was a PR for clubs and stuff. Like I was a club boy in school. Like I was in one of the clubs in school at the time. We organized parties and stuff. So I've just really been very into entertainment related. You
Right.
know. But I obviously didn't really see myself doing a 9 to 5 initially. But then again, like I would always say everywhere, I feel like the millennials and the Gen Zs are like, there's a reason why
Yeah.
Gen Zs and millennials.
Right.
Because I feel like if I was like, I like the attributes of a Gen Z
Gen Z,
knowing what they want and
Right.
staying true to what they want regardless of
Right.
whatever it is. They just kind of like they're very
They go for
spontaneous.
it,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly, very spontaneous. Well, I feel like we millennials, like maybe because of what we saw with our parents, it's always
Parents.
something like you have to enjoy it. You have to go with it.
Right.
Hence why there was. I feel like my life.
You
I would say
never
my
really-
life started late. It was
Yeah.
like
You
things
never
that
really
I,
explored what
exactly,
you really wanted to do.
Things that I wanted to do.
Right.
I was worried about.
Oh, they
capital,
want me to go to school. They want me to do this and become that.
School was
a necessity.
a necessity,
Right.
but like after school, it was more like, what do I really want to do? Let me chase what I want to do. But there was also that thing about financial security at the end of the month.
Right. What
You
do I
need
want to fall back on?
You need to get paid at the end of the month. You need a structure. You need pension.
Right.
You need health insurance. You need this. You need that. Blah blah blah. And all that stuff. And these were the things that were ringing in my head. And like, you know what? I think I need to actually work in a structured place, like where I can get a pension, health insurance, get all this. All those things are beautiful.
Right. But you still wasn't
But
satisfied because
wasn't
you
satisfied
wanted what
because,
you wanted.
I wanted what I wanted. I started doing TVCs, like TV
Right.
commercials. I started modeling.
Oh, wow.
I started,
Started from the bottom, now you're
I
here?
love. I did modeling. I did a lot of modeling. Trust me. I did TV commercials. We'll go for auditions from morning till night. You will still get picked at the end of the day.
Wow.
You send video.
Wow.
They'll tell you to picture yourself dancing in the club by yourself. You're
Wow.
playing music. You are drinking. You're doing like this. And you're sending it. And
Wow.
at the end of the day, do you understand? Like
Right.
some kind of like weird stuff and everything. But at the end of the day, like I said, those things are like things that would build up to the good story,
Right.
which is like
Which you're telling now on HotSeat,
exactly, which is like, oh, I did all this
to get here.
to get here. I remember that one of the most, crazy part or the most challenging part was for me was also when I was working on the island. I used to live in Surulere at the time. My family house was around Bega, right? But I didn't want to be commuting from like Surulere to the island because of traffic and everything. That's why I decided to start staying with a friend and everything. Then I was literally living in between places. It was weird because I actually had a home.
Wow.
But I didn't want to go to my house.
Yeah, it's part of the
I
hustle. Right.
I was willing to take all that crap because I just feel like it's just part of the hustle, bro.
Right.
Like you just
I
have
mean,
to
you're
tell,
gonna tell the story
Yeah,
one day,
like it's just part of the hustle.
like you're telling it
Because
now.
like I remember when I was it's crazy, man. So like at the end of the day, it's just the drive that has gotten me to where I am right now,
Where you're at now.
and it's the consistency as well. I feel like I got to a point in my life where I said to myself that, you know what, the anxiety can die. There would always be anxiety.
Right.
And life is all about risks. Spoke to a couple people. How do you do it? How do you do it? And I decided to try it. I stopped working in May last year. It's been bliss, man, since I stopped working and everything.
You just gotta do it.
Just got to do it, man. Just do it. So, yeah.
Amen to
And when I started doing it, I started getting better in the things that I actually liked.
Right.
Because it was more like I was struggling a bit, but I started getting better.
On this episode of HotSeat with PrettyYanny, I just want to give a big shout out to Mo Couture. She is a fashion designer based here in Massachusetts. Definitely follow on all her social media pages at Mo_Couture. Definitely tap him. I was going to ask you how you juggle things around, but before that, right? I'm going to ask you this. You touch base on the challenges, you touch base on some sensitive, things right now. But I feel like I was saying in my other episodes, the mental health talk is not really, they don't really shed light on it, especially when it comes to, the entertainment space. Everybody don't get to see the behind the scenes, they only see the product. So, I would like for you to, touch base on that. I'm very big on mental health. And of course, everybody goes through one or two things that they don't get to talk about.
Yeah.
How are you coping with all of this mentally?
So that's very broad, right? Because
You being
mentally
I would
would be,
say,
yeah.
you being an actor, everything that you do,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is very broad because there's the most recent, addition to my career is going into the Big Brother house, and that alone is
It's mentally
mentally
draining.
draining.
Yes.
Extremely.
Draining, yeah.
So it's like,
I was gonna say we can kind of focus on that, but at the same time,
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's like one of the
many. Right.
because I feel like even as a creator, it's draining for you having to meet deadlines.
Target, yes.
It's draining for you having to constantly think of something to create. There are times where I get deliverables, and I just have brain freeze. I'm like, geez, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I call my road manager. I call my video guy. We get on a call. We talk. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Still, there are times where I really don't want to do anything, but that's the bag. That's how you make the bag.
Right.
So it's that in itself is draining.
Draining, right.
That in itself is draining. But me, I feel like in as much as I work, I like to distract myself a lot. I distract myself with the craziest things, and I'm good. Because
Like what? So music, listening to music, going for
music is
it's therapeutic for sure.
it's in my house when I'm at home, I have a background music literally playing when I'm doing whatever, anything. I just like to listen to really chilled, focused kind of music. Music just gets me in a very calm mood and everything. When I'm in my car, I listen. So whatever I do, music is essential.
Right.
Anybody has to know that. Music is very essential.
Right.
For you to be, focused mentally, and the gym as well has helped me,
Yeah.
Working out.
It distresses you for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
So I feel like any creator out there would understand that it could be draining mentally trying to do create stuff, trying to meet up deliverables, because you're literally, your head is all over the place.
Right.
But it's one of those things where you say, bro, this is what we're praying for and we're getting it, so we can't really complain.
Right.
Because you're getting the millions in your account, but you have to do the job, right? And you have to always show out, because you want to show out to make sure that whoever is reaching out to you next, they're seeing your CV, because your social media is your CV. They're seeing, oh, this guy is dope. We need to work with this guy. That's the whole point of it. So I feel like whoever is in the space should just do things that just take a break once in a while.
Once in a while, yes.
If you have a deliverable to shoot, just plan your week. Just take a break once in a while, because it's actually really draining. But like I said, me, when I'm in that space, I go out, link up, do what I gotta do, and I'm better.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be in a space where
You're letting
my brain is gonna blow off. Nah, I don't think anyone should do that to himself.
I was going to say something though. So when I was trying to send reminders and everything like that, your phone was always in busy, literally, and I was just like, oh my God, I hope, it's like, it's understandable, but at the
Yeah.
same time, you need to take time out for yourself,
Yeah.
because I'm in that space, so I definitely know how draining it can be. But yeah, okay, now, let's bring it down a little bit more. Trust or loyalty?
Trust or loyalty. I feel like loyalty.
Loyalty? Why?
Loyalty is, I feel like I can take, loyalty is more, you can, loyalty is more accountable. If I don't really need you to trust me, like, I'm looking for the right word to explain it. Let me just give an example, right? So like, I have a very strong, knack for being loyal to people that have been there for me over the years and everything. I don't really trust them. I don't trust them because if they decide to flip on me tomorrow, I'm good.
That's a good way to look at it.
If they decide to flip on me tomorrow, I'm good. But I'm loyal to them.
To them.
Because of, so like, not trusting them is because, like, we're humans. People can flip on you anytime.
That's right.
Your mom can flip on you. Your sibling can flip on you. Family can flip on you. I'm talking about someone that is a friend.
That's deep.
So like, if someone can flip on you, and because like the reason why I'm overemphasizing on the flip on you part is because before now I used to be very emotional when I trust someone so much and they go south. Like, dude, I literally, it would drain me for a while. Like, I trusted this guy. I'll talk to my friend about it. I trusted this guy, he did this to me. But now, I'm just like,
Let's
people
just
come and people go.
go with caution.
Yeah, exactly. Just go with caution. Don't trust too much. But there are friends you've had over the years, and they've been loyal to you
Throughout the years.
and you've been loyal to them. So like, just stay loyal to them. But when they flip on you, don't get mad because like one bad doesn't mean that they're actually bad. It could just be a wrong time or whatnot. Summary of the matter is, I'll rather be loyal to you. I'll rather you be loyal to me than you trust me. Because, nigga, sorry, if you trust me and I don't meet up to your expectations, you'll be disappointed. But if you know you have my loyalty, you know that anytime you call this guy, he's gonna pull up, he's loyal. I feel like that's 100.
That's key.
But to be honest, they kind of walk hand in hand because you have to trust someone to also get their loyalty in a way. But loyalty is just,
still stands.
it still stands. It's just different. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
loyalty, definitely.
So before we go into your experience in the Big Brother, house and all that, right? Let's talk about how you tend to, juggle everything that you do together. You're a brand strategist. Of course, I did my research. You're an actor, content creator, king of highlights, like you said, everything. Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let me stop. So, yeah, how do you tend to juggle everything together?
Honestly, I don't even know how I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. So I feel like everything that I do has its own time, right? I feel like the most constant thing right now in my life is the content creation part and the influencing part, right? I mean, I have my personal project that I'm working on as well. But like, as regarding every other thing, the good part about it is that everything I do kind of just goes hand in hand.
Right.
Acting goes with hosting,
Right.
with
Being a
influencing.
fashionista.
Good job. Good job. Being everything just goes hand in hand.
Right.
So like, because like I can literally, influence while I even do all the things, right? If I'm wearing a piece from a fashion house and they want me to influence, I can wear it for an event that I'm being paid for.
Right.
You know, so like it really goes
That's
hand in hand.
right,
Yeah. So
right.
like it really goes hand
You're
in
really a
hand.
jack
So,
of all trades.
my love.
It's only good, right?
When you know where you came from.
That's facts.
When you
That's
know where you came
facts.
from, you have to be jacked of it. You have
Amen
to
to
do.
that.
You just have to work. That's the only thing that work.
Right.
That's work.
Right.
So
Now let's talk about your experience in Big Brother. That's the one, the Titans, right? That's in South Africa. It's different from the
Titans.
Big Brother Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
So how was your experience in the house?
it's beautiful. Roller coaster. There was a bit of ups and downs.
Downs, right?
You know, the space is different. You know, I feel like you need to be in it before you can actually understand it.
Understand, right?
Trust me, like when I see comments on social media, like,
You think people are just
I'm
yeah.
like, it's like not even about me. Like generally,
Yeah,
like
they
the people
don't
said,
really
and
know
everything.
what
I've
really
really never
goes
been
on.
the type of person that I watch the show, but I've really not been the type of person to say, you know. So like I can condemn certain attitudes that
Right.
don't make sense.
Right.
Right? It's like, oh, why would you do this?
Right.
Regardless of the fact that you're in this space and everything, why would you do this? Why would you be this? But I just don't really judge people based off on certain things because you need to go in the space before you actually understand it. Picture yourself, you know, you being thrown in a space from people with different background, different orientation,
Right.
different life experience, people that have been depressed before
Or,
and they're just finding their
Winging,
way, people that are chaotic, people that are cool, people that just picture yourself in their space with those people with those sort of people for like a month is even too much. For 2 weeks.
Right. You
2
start
weeks.
seeing different characters.
And you now have to coexist with these people. Then you start seeing different characters, you know. So your experience literally is based off on the energy that you receive from other people. You know, you can be a master gamer,
Right.
you know, but your experience would, like, it will take you a lot for you to play your script.
Right.
Trust me, it will take you a lot for you to play your script. Because I know for a fact that, you know, certain things I did in the house that, you know, it wasn't a plan. It's more like, you know,
You just had to.
let's be spontaneous.
Right.
Let's just do it. You know, I was mad in the house. Like I was really mad to the point where like I saw myself going to like meet
Acting out of
someone.
character.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so like it actually takes a lot. That was really draining for me.
Was your patience
But,
tested in the house?
A lot.
How were you able to control it?
A lot. I'm saying that's when I acted out of character, you know. But
okay.
after that, I just kind of avoided a lot of things because I know myself, like, all the cold, that's what it is. So, like, the first time that happened, I'm like, no, you need to calm down. Because, like, the the crazy part about it is that I stood up, like, I was seeing like, it was blur lines for me. You know how when you make decisions and you're not even thinking about, I didn't think I was in the house at that point. Trust me, I didn't
You were
think I
just
should.
over it and you just wanted to go
blur
off.
lines for me.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's when I realized that, bro, you need to calm the hell down, you know? Now, it was crazy, man. So, like, that's what the house actually does to you. It drives you crazy. You know, you just have to, like, look for a way to navigate through it because it's not every time. You don't have to be chaotic to trend.
That's true. Did you learn anything from the experience in the house?
Definitely.
And coming out of the house, did that change you as a person?
Yeah, definitely. I learned not to trust too much. Cause like
That's why you didn't pick trust.
definitely not. Don't pick trust. Definitely not. Don't ever pick trust, my God. So, learn not to trust too much. You know, cause just learn not to trust too much. I don't want to go into detail.
So outside of the,
Just learn not to trust too much. But then again, overall, the experience of going into the house, let's take
right,
out
the whole
the interpersonal relationships.
right,
Take that out.
right,
The overall experience is beautiful.
beautiful, right. Because outside of the house, you guys bond, right? Like you guys eventually
Not
find
really,
a way.
though.
Not really.
Not really. A few people bonded, you know, people. So like, the truth about it is that some people, someone like me with my experience over the years, let's not forget that before I got into the house, I kind of know my way around. I know a few people in the industry.
Right.
You know, I kind of know my way around. And I started a brand. I started building a brand before the house. So I just needed that platform to take my brand to the next level.
Next level. Amen to that.
Amen.
Amen to that. Okay, okay.
Which was why I went to the house. So I knew that if I got in the house, be that fashion guy, always come through with the drips, the everything.
We'll forward, yeah.
When I leave the house, that's the same story I'll be telling, because people already saw it in the house. Like, oh man, this guy did dress sharp. That's the vibe. So like, I knew what I was going for.
We give it to you.
In high there. Thank you. I knew what I was going for. So like, when some people got into the house and they were acting completely out of character, acting like as if there's no life after the show, and people were capping a lot about stuff, and you know, they got out of the house and said like, oh, this person that I thought was on this level, or this person's not on this level, you know? Right. So like, I don't know, man. Right. I just really like the whole experience, because what Big Brother actually does to you, it gives you the platform.
The platform, yes.
What you want to do with the platform.
Right. I mean, it's true. It's just like contesting in like pageantries and stuff like that. It definitely like gives you a platform for sure.
Exactly.
Right.
Sorry, the difference is that with Big Brother.
Yeah, it's live.
Exactly, it's live. So like, you are getting a platform to show yourself, and people are going to see everything. Side.
How you sleep, how you eat,
wake up,
yes,
how you eat,
everything.
what you do.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
It's crazy.
All right. So now
it's a very good platform.
Okay. Look at you preaching Big Brother.
No, but I have to do it. It's actually a very good platform.
Nice. On this episode of Hot Seat with PrettyYanny, I just want to give a big shout out to Beauty by Taif. She's a Boston-based makeup artist. Will leave your skin glowing by the end of the beat, but definitely tap in on all their social media pages at TAIF_MUA. Definitely tap in. Okay.
Pretty interesting.
So my next question, this is the fun part, okay? It's a fun one. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like you said, you went into the Big Brother house. Of course, you were like mini Otzi. And then, like, of course, you were like a hot guy, like going in already. So, and then now coming, no, like it was like medium size, like, you know, then when, and then when you came out, it was like, you know, boom. Yeah. So how was that experience coming out? You know, of course, like I'm talking about like the female aspect of things now, you know, flocking around, all that stuff. How were you taking that in? You know, and that's number one. And then number two, would you say that you're a ladies' man?
I like the way you cleared your throat when you wanted to ask me that question, because I'm sure you can tell you can tell I'm a ladies' man.
The viewers can tell you that.
You can't tell I'm a ladies' man?
The viewers. This is my hot set.
Okay, I know you're hot set.
This is my hot set.
Don't worry.
We're not talking about me, we're talking about the hot set. And we're talking about you.
All right, if you say so.
So answer the question.
So you asked two questions, right?
Right.
The first one was what?
Coming out
of the house.
Yeah.
And would I say I'm out? So obviously, coming out of the house, you know, it's different, right? Like, I feel like being in the house, let me not use people, ladies. I feel ladies have seen certain things
that you did in the house.
That I did in the house, you know. And coming out of the house, their reactions to the certain things that I did in the house, you know, it's kind of like shocking to me.
Is it in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, because the love is just like overwhelming. I'm just like, you know, so people really mess with me like this, you know. And obviously, aside from that, you know, I get comfortable around the ladies, so like it's a given that that when you throw your shot at me, I catch it, you know, I dodge it and just
Dust it off. Oh, you catch it. Oh, you actually catch it.
examine it, look at it, taste it if it's sweet or bitter.
Wow.
If it's sweet, I'll take it. If it's bitter, no,
Discard.
discard. But yeah, like I just, in general, I'm just like a very free-spirited person. Like,
Right.
you know, like whoever likes me, whoever don't like me, it's cool. It's my personality.
Right.
It's who I am. You know, so like
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is. So like when a babe really likes me, oh nice. You know, when the babe don't like me, oh nice. You know, but yeah, like it's obviously been different. I get more attention now.
Right.
You know, obviously walking in the room. You know, like when I have certain conversation with certain ladies, they kind
Right.
of like, you know, pay more attention to me and everything. You know, the game has always been there, but you know, they just, you know, it's weird how you be talking to someone, you know, like last month, right? And just because you're in a different place, the kind of attention they give to you is different from the last.
the last
like,
time, yeah.
okay, so this is what so you want. So like, it just shows that people actually want you to pop. Like once you
Right.
pop,
That's it.
that's it. They
I
just give you all the attention in the world. It's crazy, man. People just
Well,
want
you love it though. It seems like you love it.
love the attention. I manage the attention, actually. I actually manage the attention.
That's good
Manage
to
the
know.
attention, yeah.
Okay. So now let's talk about, you know, the projects that you're working on, like the back to school.
Yeah, that's a very pretty interesting one. Just launched
Tell
that.
us about it. And if you have any other projects that, you know,
Yeah. Just launched that
back to school.
back to school drive last
What
week.
inspired that as well?
So, you know, it's crazy how you see people, because like, you know, someone was having a conversation with me a couple of days ago and it was saying, bro, the things that your fans have done for you, I don't really believe fans do that. But now with you, I'm shocked. You know, it's crazy how people really just love you unconditionally. You know, they watched you. They like what you did. They like your personality. They pretty much like a lot of things about you.
Right.
They just always want to go above and
Beyond for you,
and everything.
right.
So I grew up in Papa Jao. It's a place in Mushin, right? It's part of like where I grew up.
Right.
So Papa Jao is one of those places where, you know how you can have so like it's like one of the serene part of Mushin. So like a lot of other the rich
People.
Mushin people, that's where they stay, right?
So let me just remember to write my account number down so you can, you know. But yeah.
Do you know where Mushin is? I think you write your account number down. So like, so like I live there and everything. So like, growing up there, obviously saw like a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of tons of public schools. You know, there are public schools everywhere, but I can only talk about what I can see and everything.
Right.
And you know, like, I grew up seeing like kids going to school, you know, with like slippers, no money for. I assume they don't have money for sandals, you know. I assume they can afford school bags, you know. They're just not looking well put together.
Right.
You know, I was opportune. You know, my dad could take us to like one of the private schools
Right.
and
So
everything.
they
School
afford
bus
all
would
that.
come to pick
Right.
us in the house, take us back, you know, and all that stuff. But you know, like not everyone was
Opportunity to do that.
opportuned.
Right.
to do that. So I feel like that was an initiative, and it's just me. Is one out of the many things I want to do, projects to give out,
Wow.
to people that I feel like really don't have the opportunity to, that we had, that you had, that like people, yeah. So it's just one community at a time,
Right.
and I'm starting with
Motion.
motion,
Oh, wow.
right?
So you're trying to give
So
back to the community.
yeah,
Giving back to where
giving
you
back to
grew. That was
yeah,
where you grew up, right?
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Partly because I
Partly,
moved
right.
to Abuja at some point. Yeah, so I lived in both Lagos and Abuja.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting story.
Right.
So yeah, so I just, so it was just, like something that was just in my head. It's like, what campaign can I really do? How do I, enforce this and everything? And yeah, I just linked up. I just had a conversation. My manager got me a collaboration with Donate.ng, and that's how it happened. Because like, it's just an initiative that we feel like
Right.
it's going to be ongoing. We're going to visit the schools. We're
Right.
going to, have conversations with them, donate the bags. Just. But the whole idea of it is that the reason why it's not a thing where I'm organizing by myself and putting all the money and going,
Right.
because I want everyone to feel accountable that
They're
actually
doing something.
exactly giving everyone the opportunity to say, oh,
Right.
I supported
This person.
this
and
person,
This people.
I paid for this person's school
Right.
bag, I was part of something great, because it's a good cause. So
Right.
it's just trying to get everyone to be part of
Right.
it.
I would also say
That's what
use
it
this
is.
time as an opportunity to, like give us like a link or something like where people can donate,
Definitely.
so
Yeah.
you can do that right now.
Yeah, sure. So it's definitely, so like you can easily just get it on my Instagram page. So
Okay.
like just go to King Cregx, check the link in my bio. I have 2 links actually. I have a link tree, which is like my profiles and stuff.
Right.
Then I have the other link. So once you click on it, it takes you to the site. You can pay, and boom.
There you go.
Seamless actually, very, very seamless. It's free, no one's charging you for anything.
Everything.
So whatever amount, 2K, whatever you have, just drop it. Let's do something great.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, let's do something
Definitely
great.
giving people
One
the
out of many.
opportunity to be able to afford
One out of
and
many, yeah.
wear something to school. Wow.
One out of many.
Big ups to King Cregx over here, aka Yemi Cregx, aka. Should I keep going? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've been enjoying this. This is still Hot Seat with PrettyYanny, and I have with me. All right, so
Ladies man,
we have at
like
least
she rightly said.
we have one last question for you. Actually, it might be 2, but the second one, please just don't run away. But anyways, if there was something that you could tell your younger self, what would that be?
Something I could tell my younger self, it would be never doubt yourself. Because trust me, I feel like I've doubted myself a lot. Especially getting into the show, I kind of have doubts. I'm this overconfident person, but then again, like the times when I stay by myself, I'm just like, can I really do it? Can I do it? Even when the show happened, when the auditions happened and everything, I kept saying to myself, am I really qualified to be in this house and everything? There's just that doubt, Never doubt yourself. Don't downplay yourself. Always go for what you want. Regardless,
Dropping gems.
You won't
Are
die.
you taking notes?
You won't die because it's more like, you won't die because like, I'm saying you won't die because these were the thoughts in my head that how would I feed, how would I do this? Trust me, something would happen. Like, something would happen. But then again, one thing is always learn to be consistent and always learn to be consistent and always learn to like endure through things. Because regardless of the fact that we're in the Gen Z era and everything, I feel
Right.
like endurance is also still good because like a lot of people be making mistake out of the fact that, oh, I'm spontaneous. Now you just have to, always endure. You just have to
Right.
make sure that you just have to take everything as a lesson to
Right.
to get
better.
To get better, yeah.
Amen to that. Amen to that. All right,
yeah.
my last question, and then after my last
Questions
my last question, and after my last question, you know, of course, you're gonna give like big ups to your fans out there, or your your ladies. But anyways, all right. So I normally ask this question, and it's like, okay, don't run away, you know, but at the same time, hopefully, you know, you're able to say it and you don't pull a one on us over here. But yeah, are you single? Are you double? Are you mixtape? You know, all that. Which one is it? Mixtape.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm actually mixtape. Like I mix a lot of things. So that's mixtape.
So that's your answer. I bet. Good to know. Well, I'm not giving you any chance anymore. You already said what you said.
I said what I said.
Bet. Okay.
Because there's no such thing as mixtape, so I said what I said.
All right. So now this is the part where you shout out to your fans out there.
Right.
You know.
Bet. Shout out.
It's your floor.
Shout
Take
out,
it away.
Definitely. The you know what's crazy is that the guy behind the camera, not the one in front of me, the one next to him, has a writing on his chest, CF, and that's Cregx Force. That's literally the initials for Cregx Force. So like it's crazy because that's the name of my fan base.
Oh wow.
So like
big ups to them.
So I'm guessing that's why he's paying attention to details and everything. He's in the
let me find out he's actually a big fan. You must pay. How many of you are big fans in here?
So yeah.
Look at you blushing. What?
So
autograph today. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So like shout out to my the strongest force in the world, Cregx Force. You know those guys. They got my back, man. They hold it down. So like it's all of yeah, I got them, they got me. So like, yeah, so like this is not even a thing of like I have family in them. I have a family in them. You know, I don't care about the show. The show is gone, but the few people that I've met, like
they show that love, they show the support.
They show the support, and that's all that matters, man. I don't need 10 million people. I just need the people that would hold.
Will ride for you.
That's it. They'll ride for me. That's the word.
Amen.
That's all I need, and I got them. So like. Shout out.
Oh, isn't he so cute? Okay, let me stop. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You've heard it right from Yemi Cregx. So please tap in. I mean, since they already know your social media, but there might still be some people out there that don't know where they can find you on.
Cool.
Just
bet.
Keep everything out.
Yeah. So just type King and type CL. Cregx, King Cregx shows up. Like that's the only King Cregx ever on Instagram. This is King Cregx on Instagram. This is King Cregx on TikTok. Twitter is King Yemi Cregx, I think. And
then your link tree is already on your Instagram.
Yeah, my link tree is on my Instagram, so you can just check it. It's Facebook. There's a YouTube, page as well. There's going to be like a lot of content on the YouTube as well.
Right.
I'm also working on a personal project. There's gonna be, like
coming out soon.
Coming up, it's gonna be big. It's gonna it's a bomb, But I can't share that with you. Oh. But you'll be the tenth to know.
It's okay.
I'm joking.
Humble. Sit down and be humble.
I'm joking.
But yeah.
That's cool. I'm done. Yeah, shoot.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tapped in. And we will be right back. But yeah, thank you so much. I remain your humble host, PrettyYanny. And with me again, I have...
Yemi Cregx.
Stay tuned. HotSeat with PrettyYanny.
Peace.
Gang.